Hello world, I'm an average Joe and I play games. And yes, I know all 28 of you subscribers just fell off your chair seeing one of my videos finally pop up in your sub box. Yes, I am back after almost a month and a half of a computer being broken, of a controller being broken, of having audio difficulties trying to get my microphone to work with my new computer. I am finally back. I am finally set up, and I cannot wait to show you guys what has happened here in the Mushroom Kingdom. So for this episode, I'm going to do a shorter episode and give you guys a world tour in case if you missed a few of my older episodes. And so you will see everything and I will show off everything that I've been doing the last month and a half or so. So if you are new to this series, check down in the description below. We're playing Minecraft hard mode, and we've added a couple of new rules, like I guess self-imposed rules. So, for example, I cannot sleep in a bed, and we are only going to be using stone weapons and leather armor. So this is the Mushroom Kingdom. Let me just go ahead and start this world tour while I talk to you guys. So this is the Mushroom Kingdom. You can kind of see we're down here in the lower right portion of the map, playing on the Xbox 360 still. And we chose this little island to call our home. We've named it the Mushroom Kingdom because on mushroom biomes, no mobs spawn, and so we're able to remain safe from any mob spawnage on our little island. So you can see we have our little cow farm. We use those for mushroom stew as well as for farming leather. And this is the first structure that we built on the Mushroom Island. We have a little access ladder that is no longer in use. And oh, what is this? This is the skylight. This is the skylight that goes down into the Grand Central Staircase. So we will look at the Grand Central Staircase here in a minute. I think that may have been the last episode that I did with you guys. I couldn't remember for a second if I did the Grand Central Staircase with you guys or not. So let's go over here. This is our little resource gathering island. We have our tree farm over here that we use for all of our resources. I planted a bunch of bamboo so we can do some enchanting and some pumpkins. I love using jack-o'-lanterns for our lighting, as you will see. I moved the wheat farm somewhere else. I've done that in the last month and a half, and I'll show you guys that. But let's take a... So down here is just a kind of standard strip mine. I won't bore you guys and go down there and show you guys. You go down there all the way down to the bottom of Minecraft, and we just did some stripping. It was hot down there, you know, and if you grew up in the 90s like me, you know what to do when it gets hot in here. Yeah, you guys know. Finish the lyrics. And if you are actually watching my video, just drop that in the comment section below. Hashtag take off all your clothes. I want to see how many people actually watch my video. So on this side of the Mushroom Island, we've started our little cave, and it started out as a little humble cave and has grown into a massive cave, as I will show you guys. So here we can take a right, and here we have the storage rooms. So you can see I've done a little double chest action for a lot of these things with the material of what they are down underneath. And what I do every time that I come down here is I just replace a little bit of the materials. Let me grab some cobble. And just to change out the texture, we're slowly changing out the texture for the cobblestone texture, which in the natural texture pack for the Minecraft 360 I like a lot better than the smooth stone. So we're slowly doing that. You can see I have the jack-o'-lantern lights like I told you, and we have ample space to expand our storage room as we gather more and more stuff, and eventually I'm going to put some carpet down here. But alright, now let's go down into the cavernous cave. So that's what we call our large base down here, the cavernous cave, and here is the Grand Central Staircase. You can see the skylight up there, barely see it. And as you can see, we've used slabbage so we can sprint down these steps. If I can sprint, there we go, sprint down these steps. And similar to what we do in the storage room, as every time that we come through here, we just chip away at it and replace this texture. I kind of have ADD when it comes to this game. I'll start projects all the time and never finish them. And just the visual stuff, just replacing textures, is a little tedious for me. So, I could take an hour and, replace all the textures, or I could do it every time we come through, just do another line. So here we have gotten to the bottom of the grand central staircase. You can see that looks beautiful. And we will eventually replace all of these blocks with the smooth stone texture. You can see I've already started to do it here, and it is just going to look awesome when we're done. And you come down here, we are missing a jack-o'-lantern, it looks like. Go ahead and finish that while I tell you guys about this. So what we are doing is we are building at nearly the bottom of Minecraft. I think we're on height 30 or 40 at this point. Let's see where we are. Yeah, so we're at height 41, but you can see we still got some more stairs to go down. So we are going to build a massive underground city in this Minecraft survival series. And the Grand Central Staircase is the main access route to get to our cavernous cave city. And when my grand vision is when you come out of the Grand Central Staircase, you come right here, and the floor level of the cave of the city will be down there. And you come out here, and we're going to clear out all of this rock, and you're just going to have a sweeping view of the cavernous cave skyline. It is going to be freaking sweet. So let's go ahead and come down here into the cavernous cave. Now this is stuff that I definitely have not shown you guys before. When my computer decided to take an unfortunate fall, I actually had this episode recorded for you guys where I dug out all of this. As you can see, I've done a lot of digging. And unfortunately, that was the episode that I lost. I had a bunch of Call of Duty clips that I lost, but that was the only real finished clip that I lost. So I'll show you guys what I did. So basically, coming down here, so we'll have one road that will go straight ahead, one road that will go this way, and then one road that goes all the way down there. And we'll go ahead and start walking this way. You can see I've lit up some of these caves, but there's definitely a lot of enemies here, so I just had these little kind of murder holes that I can keep an eye out. Sometimes spiders will come through, but because they're only one high, no other mobs will get through. I've also started working on just a little enchanting room. We will move this into a more permanent home, but this is just so I can enchant some stuff. And I'll show you guys some of the enchantments that I made while you were gone. So I've created an Efficiency 3 diamond pickaxe as well as a Fortune 1 pickaxe, which was really great. That was the second enchantment that I did, and we're going to get tons of use out of this Fortune 1 pickaxe for our diamonds and redstone and lapis and such. So we'll go ahead and run this way. You see why I picked way over here in a second. My goal was to get out from underneath the seabed and over that, or underneath the desert, and I'll show you why in a second. And you can see just these little areas are just where I've dug out some coal and iron and stuff. But oh, look at this, guys. Look at the sweet design for the roads that I have come up with. And that's what I've been doing. I dug out all the way over there that I'll show you guys in a second. But then what I've been doing is slowly digging out and coming back to the Grand Central Staircase and putting in this design for the road. I think it is aesthetically a very cool looking road. I'll show you guys how I construct it right now. So we're going to need a little bit of support, so we'll just use some cobble there. And let me grab my stairs and my brickage. So I dropped some stairs right there, and then I drop the brickage right here. And there we go. That creates this nice little gutter. Looks really sweet, I think. You know, it's kind of like a little gutter or a ditch that runs along the side of the road. Make sure that, you know, we're in a cave, we're underground. There's going to be some moisture. So this ensures that all that moisture doesn't stay on the road. You know, we don't want anybody slipping or falling inside the cavernous cave. Can't deal with those lawsuits. So this makes sure that we are able to have a safe city for all of the villagers that we are going to be importing into the cavernous cave. So what I had to do, one of the things that I unfortunately lost was coming through here, all these little, don't fall down, don't fall down, all these little areas, and you can see this is actually a safety hazard right up here. I just noticed that. I'm going to go ahead and block this guy off. If you guys can't see up there, I have not lit up that area up there, so mobs could fall down on my head, which I definitely do not want. So just block that off, and in the next episode, we'll go up there and we'll light that bad boy up. But yeah, you can see there's a ton of caves to explore. We'll eventually have to go down and light up all this stuff because we want to build a mob spawner, and all this is really going to cut into our spawn rate. So we'll do that in a future episode. But what I've had to do is come through here, and oh, there's another little area we're going to have to block off. But yeah, I've had to come through here. I've had to light all this up so no mobs can come through and sneak up on us. Really creepers. You guys know. And I've had to do that. Good. Oh, you can see that spider. He wants me. So I have these little murder holes. He wants me. He wants me bad. It's for my boyish good looks. So yeah, off camera, while you guys were gone, I had to come through here. I had to light up all this stuff, and you can see I've done a ton of running around, just lighting it all up, making sure that there's no mobs, no creepers are going to come, behind us and blow us up. So that's one of the things that I did, and this is where I've been working a ton. So here what I'm doing is I've started to lay the foundation for the first building in the cavernous cave. And so all this stone brickage, I have a ton of need for furnaces. So I am building a factory. That's right, it's going to be full of furnaces that we can use to cook our stone brickage and other materials that we need as we are building the cavernous cave. And we're going to clear out all this roof. We're going to clear out back here. You can see the layout that I've kind of done with this kind of zigzag layout. And for the wall, because it's going to be a factory, I want more of an industrial feel, so I'm going to use some oak wood, a little darker than the birch that we were using in the Grand Central Staircase. And then I want nether bricks for the wall. So that means we are going to be building another portal and making a mining expedition to the nether here very shortly, so we can build this factory. Get out of here. I want to hear you squawking while I'm talking to the subscribers. I think those orbs fell down. So, and then here's the other thing that I have been building, and that is the farmlands. Look at this. And gotta be careful I don't fall in here. Done that once or twice. So yeah, so this is the original reason for why I came all the way over here from the Grand Central Staircases. I wanted to get out from underneath the ocean, because over our crops, what I'm going to do is I'm going to be building skylights all the way up to the surface, just like we did in the Grand Central Staircase, so we can get some natural light to grow our crops. And so you can see I've already planted some cactus in case if we need it. Don't really have a need for it now, but I had this little awkward space, so decided to go ahead and throw some cactus there. Here is our farm for our pumpkins. So that pumpkin farm that you saw on the surface will be going away, and we will be using this pumpkin farm exclusively to fund all of our jack-o'-lantern needs for the cavernous cave. And my goal is to eventually only put torches where it kind of makes sense. So we have some of these torches here for, thank you, sir. We have some of these torches here for the crops, but I don't really want torches throughout the rest of the cavernous cave. I don't think the torches look all that great, to be honest with you. I like kind of doing lighting like this, doing lighting like this. Once we go to the nether, we'll get some glowstone that we can use to make kind of hanging lamps, and that's going to look awesome. So the cavernous cave is going, or the farmlands in the cavernous cave are going to come out to this extent, and then we'll build this is the kind of wall that is the edge of the cavernous cave farms, and maybe we'll put some fencage on top of this, maybe some nether rack fencage, And then here you can see it's 5 wide. We will build a road going this way, parallel to the farms and the factory. So that's the layout of what I've been working on. The other thing is you saw the massive wheat farm. Let me show you guys how this is going to work. So you can see I have this contraption back here. I'm sure you guys have seen this before. This is an automated wheat farm, kind of the simplest and easiest way to do an automated wheat farm. So you can see all this wheat is ready to be harvested. I could come through and I could punch it, but you punch that much wheat and your arm is going to be tired, let me tell you what. So if you look back here, we have the pistons. I have some gravel here because we do not have any sticky pistons, and so the gravel will fall because it's affected by gravity. And so you can see here I wired it up with a redstone, water behind the gravel, so you flip the switch and the water's going to pour out, harvest all of the wheat, all of the seeds, push it all that way, turn off the water, and we can come through and collect everything. There we go. And then now all we have to do is replant it all. So I know there are other ways to do automated wheat farms. This is kind of the simplest way that I know how to do it. If you guys have a different way that you prefer, feel free to drop a comment in the comment section below. Just remember that I am on the 360 version, so I don't have all the cool stuff that's come out for the PC version yet, hoppers and dispensers and all that stuff. Once that drops for the 360 version, we will definitely be redoing our automated farm design to take advantage of some of that really cool stuff that they've added. But as you can see, so we harvested from that, we got the 24 wheat. So this is, oh, I must have trampled on that poor wheat. Let's go ahead and fix that. Otherwise the OCD will kick in. Actually, I want, and we can store those pumpkins. Poor wheat seeds, never stood a chance. There we go. All right, so yes, so and underneath these half slabs, you can see we have the water, and so water's up to 3 squares, and so we have 1, 2, 3. These 3 squares are watered by that water source over here, and then 1, 2, 3. These 3 squares are watered by that water source over there. So all of our farm's land is able to be irrigated. So what I'm doing is, the reason why I built such a massive wheat field is over here on our redstone. I want to have a button that we can hit, and it'll go to a memory cell, and the memory cell will remember whether we want to have just 1 section harvested, just like we did. So just get 3 rows to get the 24 wheat, and I think this will make 8 loaves of bread, if I'm not mistaken. I cannot commentate and do math at the same time, so don't judge. Yeah, we got 8 loaves of bread out of that. I'll go ahead and munch on some bread while I'm talking. And what I want to do is I want to have, so when that switch is flipped, what it will do is it will harvest all of the wheat. And what I want to do is eventually have enough wheat farm to come all the way over here. You can see I've come, I think this is we need to go out to here, and I think 3 more if I did my math correctly. What I want to do is have plenty of wheat so we can make exactly 1 stack of 64 bread. So we need a ton of wheat to be able to do that, but if we have a wheat farm that is that big, we'll have to harvest it once every now and then, because a stack of 64 bread, that lasts forever, and it'll just be very efficient. It'll be a pain in the butt to come through and plant all the wheat seeds again, but from a harvesting perspective, it'll just be awesome to just flip the switch and just watch all the water pour out. That will be really cool. And so trying to think, and you can see just how much I had to come through here and just light up. I haven't gone through and harvested all the resources. You saw some gold back there. And what is that over here? Is that smoke from a... Oh no, that was just an area. So you can see, like, here no mobs can come up and get me. There's spiders can, but I'm not terribly worried about spiders. I'm more worried about creepers. Creepers can't get me up here, so there's no real need to go down there and light up all down there. It's dangerous business, and I didn't take the time to go through and do it. Partly because by that point my computer had crashed, and I wanted to save just a little bit of that work off camera, or to do on camera with you guys. So, and as you guys know, I am terribly paranoid when it comes to light, so I will light things up unnecessarily just because I do not want my butt blown up. So yeah, I used a ton, almost pretty much all of our coal reserves were used in just torching up this place. It was pretty ridiculous. So I've had to go on a couple of coal gathering missions, and I've burned through a couple of stacks of wood. We've had to revisit the grove a couple of times just to make charcoal to make more torches. So that is the world tour. That is what I have been working on off camera while I was waiting for my computer and stuff to be fixed. And as you can see, it is a ton of work and a ton of stuff to clear out. Once we finish with the factory, one of the things that we'll be building next is just some sort of storage system for all of the cobblestone. I mean, I have double chests of cobblestone, pretty much everywhere down here. And, eventually, once we finish well, we'll use a lot of, good time to end the episode. The autosave's going off. So we'll use a ton of the cobblestone to build the city in the cavernous cave, but I think we'll still end up with a lot of cobblestone left over. So maybe, later on down the road, a couple hundred episodes in, we'll build an above ground castle or something like that. But all right, guys, thank you for watching, and I am so excited to be back. Hopefully you guys are. And in our next episode, we will continue to work down here. We'll either do the factory or work on the farmlands. We'll do something cool. That is for sure. So thank you guys. Feel free to subscribe so you do not miss a single game, and leave a comment and drop a like. This guy is way out of position. All right, I'm gonna have to fix that. All right, guys, we'll see you in the next game.